It's day 3 here in the UK. There's Nori Nori out there, and Kevin and Pete, Aussie Pete. We're all getting started here. Weather looks like it's going to be a decent day. Had a lot of rain overnight, and ground is pretty reasonable to work. We're stubbled, another stubble field. No hammers yet. We're just getting started.
Love that stubble.
We love stubble. Yeah, who doesn't love stubble?
That's why I skip shaving every now
It's
and
a stubble day. It's just a stubble day here. Another stubble day in the UK. Well, let's go find some hammered or gold. Okay, this has potential. First real signal of the day. It's coming up as a 66, 67. I dug it out. It's over here somewhere. And let's see if we can find it together. It's over here. This area looks like a washer. And is a washer. What? Washer. Well, it's day 3, and we're on this field that is next to a solar panel farm. And apparently this field will also likely be going under solar panels soon. There was an archaeological survey done on this field, and they found the remains, the foundation works of an old Roman site. They saw lots of pottery shards and believed that it was an old Roman kiln. So there's activity in this area going back to at least the Romans, and you can see some of the flints on the field. Good sign that this area was definitely used and inhabited for quite some period. So I'm expecting that we're going to have better finds today than we had either of the past 2 days. Weather's nice, it's cooperating, the ground's a little moister than it's been. So let's hope for good things. Well, right after that, Nut and Washer had a signal here. It was coming up as a 5960, just dug it out and just lifted this piece of dirt. And you can see it here. We have a beautiful, what I believe is a clothes hook. Really gorgeous piece. Look at this. Look at the patina on this. Absolutely stunning. Looks fairly complete. I'm not going to wash it. I'm just going to give it a light brush here with my finger, and we'll let Steve take a look at that. But boy, nice piece. Really nice piece. First nice artifact of the day. Medieval clothes hook. Most likely. We'll have Steve verify. And not far from where I found the clothes hook, which was probably about 15 or 20 feet down this way. Just had a signal here and dug it. And we have another artifact of some sort. Maybe part of a crotal bell. Hard to say. It's got a sort of a curved surface with a little bit of a knob here. Not exactly sure, but it's got some age. And, well, it's a signal. I'm still working this hill, and just another nice signal here. 72, 73. Let's give it a dig and see what we have here. Still in the hole. And still coming through loud and clear. A little suspicious of it. Still 73, a booming 73. Come down here and see, it could just be a big old piece of iron. Oh, it's off to the side here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. We have a coin. We have a coin. And it's a greenie. Well, actually, I think it might be a farm token. Bronze token, or brass token. But it's something. We'll take a closer look later. I think I see a 25 or 35. I think I see 25 or 35 here. I see a big 5. But we'll get it cleaned up, take a closer look a little bit later. It's another target. It's a good day so far, good start to the day. Still working this hill, and I just pulled out this little guy here. I thought it was going to be a Roman coin, but instead we just got a button. Just a tiny little button. There might be some design on the front. There's an attachment on the back. Hey, another little target. On to the next. Well, it's been a slow, hard day so far. It's coming up to noontime. I've walked all the way across the field, up to the top, over and down. I'm walking along this hedgerow here, and I just got a coin. First real coin of the day. First coin of the day. And it is as far as I can tell, it's a Roman. It's sort of an oblong shape, strangely enough. But that has every indication of being a Roman. It's fairly slick, but there is some detail coming through on this side. We'll get some water on it, take a closer look, let it dry out just a bit, and see what it's all about. But so far, from what I've heard, there are a few Romans that have come up, scattered about. Nothing great so far, but it's a start. And I had an 81 here, dug it, and we got a musket ball. Well, it's a find. You can see here what we're dealing with. This is the soil that's been moisturized by the rain over the last few days. But down here, once you get below this level, down here, aside from the ants, it is rock hard. It is like digging in concrete. So you literally have about 3 or 4 inches of soil that is relatively easy to dig. But you hit that next layer, and boom, it is a whole different ballgame. That's what we're dealing with. Make the best of it, and you keep on going. Well, after an hour of basically no signals since my last one, which was a Roman coin, I just had a signal here, and it's another little Roman coin. These aren't very pretty, but they are Roman, and when it dries out, I might be able to get a little detail off of it. But second Roman today, and well, I'm going to keep searching this area because there's at least something coming up out of here. It looks like there might be the 3 people standing with military standards in between them. Hard to say, but just a small little AE3. But there's some design coming through now, and hopefully a little later we'll be able to identify it. Well, I don't believe it. So we're gridding this area. Some Roman coins have come up. Peter has one that looks like it could be a silvered Roman coin, probably 2nd century. I've had a couple of small Roman bronzes. I had a signal here, 68, 69, right on the edge of the field. And there's a road behind this hedgerow, and I like detecting near roads and hedgerows. I had a signal here, 68, 69, and this soil is sandy. It's actually a joy to dig in. I dug it, and lo and behold, I have a coin. And it's not just any coin. This is it's a hammered silver. I can tell already. It's hammered silver. This is the coin here. Just gonna get some of the sand off of it gently and see what we have. Oh, there it is. Oops. So it's a tough day. There's only been one hammered found today, and it's a quarter cut hammered silver coin. So it is not a good day for hammereds so far. But it looks like it's a long cross. You can see it there starting to come through. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. Right there. And slightly bent, but overall looks pretty good. Not very clipped, and I'm not sure who it is. It's probably an Edward. Well, you can see some good detail on the legends, and it does look like the face of Edward in the middle, but well, Steve will check it. and be able to make a positive ID on that. But it is a hammered. So 3 for 3 for me, 3 days, 3 hammereds, which is remarkable given the conditions that we're working in. Well, let's see if we can find some more. All right, here's another decent signal. 61, 62, right here. Still in this head along the hedgerow. Doesn't sound very deep, and it's not. Loud signal. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it looks like a piece of lead. Well, piece of aluminum. It's one of those pull tabs. One of them there pull tabs. Probably medieval. Just kidding. Okay, back for the rest of the afternoon hunt, and I had a really nice signal here. I'm on Roman Ridge, as we've nicknamed it. Pete got a beautiful Roman coin out of this area, and I just pulled up a coin. Ooh, I guess it's a button. Silvered button, I guess. Yeah, it looks like maybe there's a shank on the back there. Huh, it was a nice sounding signal. Too bad it wasn't a coin, but hey, it's a something, and it's a nice button, 1700s. Okay, on Roman Ridge here, hoping to find at least one decent Roman before the end of the day. Peter had a absolutely breathtaking silver denarius of Antonius Pius, and hopefully we can find something similar to that. This is undoubtedly one of the finest signals I've had so far. 94, 90, 94. A little trashier from this side, but gotta dig it and see what it is. I'm a little less optimistic. When I first hit this, it was a solid 92. Now I'm afraid it's going to be an aluminum can because it doesn't sound completely round. Let's see. It's 92, 93. It's a screamer right here. Let's see what we have. Still in the hole. It doesn't make me optimistic. Okay, it's out. Well, let's see what we've got. It's definitely a high tone, very high tone. And with a little luck, it could be silver. I hate to say that word out loud. Oh, it's a big old greenie. Here it is. Here it is. Big old greenie. And yeah, I thought maybe we'd get lucky and it'd be Roman. But I think this is British, the British coin. Hard to see. It's pretty worn. But it was a screamer of a signal for sure. I think that's the baseline here. With the date underneath it. This would be the reverse of the coin. Well, hard to know. It's starting to dry up a little bit. Aha, okay, I'm seeing ahead now, looking to the right. I think this is going to be King George II. But we'll let it dry up a little bit more, and at least it's a coin. Well, I've got about an hour and a half left to go in the day here, and I have to say, sometimes when I watch these videos, it looks like so much fun to be in the UK metal detecting, and it usually is, but this week so far, these first 3 days, have been really tough work. When you look at the brown stubble behind me, it is really hard to swing through. Some of it's cut shorter, some of it's longer. It's very uneven. And the ground itself, when you do get a good signal, is a challenge to dig. So it's not as much fun as it usually is. But let's hope that the weather patterns change and the farmers here get the rain they need to be able to plow, to plant, and for the crops to grow. so that metal detectorists like us can do our thing in between crop seasons. But hey, I've got an hour and a half to go. I've got to keep swinging, and because you just never know. Although most of the signals, good signals, have been fairly shallow. Still trying to get a Roman denarius like Peter's, which is absolutely breathtaking. Well, day 3 is in the books. Targets are hard to come by. The ground is still quite parched, despite the rain that we were fortunate enough to have over the last couple of days. When you dig down, you see the first 3 or 4 inches of soil have moisture in them, but after that, it is like digging through concrete. As a consequence, the farmers have not been able to plow, and it makes it harder for us to find those good targets, those good deep targets that we're used to getting. Nonetheless, we're persevering, we're making the best of it, we're working hard, we're finding some interesting things. One of the guys today had just a spectacular Roman denarius. I think there were half dozen or so hammered coins that came up, and assorted buttons and crotal bells and copper coins and so forth. Let's take a quick look, and it will be quick, of my best finds from day 3. And by the way, please, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be looking for you in the next video. But before we end, let's go take a look at those finds. Here's a quick look at my best finds of the day. On the left here is a King George I, and on the right, a King George II. Both fairly beaten up and worn, but they are 2 18th century coppers. Then I have a 16th century Tudor clothes hook here with a very nice intricate design. This dates to the 1500s. There's a couple of Roman bronze coins. These are 4th century coins. This one here in particular has some really nice detail on it. You can see the face of the emperor, probably Constantine. And this one a little rougher around the edges, but in the right light you can get some detail off of this as well. And finally, the best coin of the day for me is this Edward I London Mint silver hammered penny from dates from 1279, 1307. It's the long cross variety there, pellets, and on the side you've got the portrait of Edward I. There he is looking at us, wearing the crown. Not a bad looking coin, fairly intact, not clipped very much. Maybe to clean up a little bit better than this as well. But there it is, Edward I penny, hammered silver, 3rd in a row for me, 1 each day so far. But there we go, that's day 3. Hopefully day 4 on brings even more interesting targets.